Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of the Deep Rooted Ventilation Podcast. It's your boy, the Swollen Genius. I'm on this show today. One of our co-hosts is not here, BD Barron. He's out, but we do have Little Butch with us today.
Hey, bro, stop using that name, bro.
Butch it is, Little Peasel, Butch.
Stop using that name, bro.
And also from last week's Women's Takeover show, we got Cindy and Red back with us today as well. The co-host for the spinoff show that they are thinking about doing their own podcast. So it's a good thing. I'm really proud of them. I really want to give them a good shout out because I did not think this was going to be a good show. But I sat in on the show. I listened to Pussy Poppin'. I listened to Coochie Stories. I listened to HPV, Lil Peasel. You wasn't here. I was being abused. I listened to a lot of things, but I learned a lot too, man, about women and them taking care of their bodies, self-help for real, and just really a lot of things. The young lady they had on was very phenomenal and gave a lot of in-depth information. So really kudos to y'all. And another shout out while I'm on here, you guys have had the largest downloads of the show. So definitely want to give that as well. I wasn't going to shout that out, but the wife has been looking every day to see. Our first show was the largest download until they had theirs, so we have got to get back on top of the game. But kudos to you ladies.
Thank
you. I had a really good
Congratulations.
So,
thank you.
How did you feel, Cindy, doing the first podcast? How did you feel?
It felt good. You know, I've never done a podcast before. It felt really good. It felt natural.
Right.
I'm usually the person in the background. I usually don't like to be in the, spotlight.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm right there with you.
Right.
Thank you. Yeah. So,
hey, the podcast will pull some shit out of you, though.
It does.
Oh, I think today it might.
Yeah, today. So today's show, let's talk about that. Today's show is going to be about relationships, a little bit of love, a little bit of sex, a little unfaithfulness, and any other thing we can bring up, right? So my first question for y'all to think about, you ain't got to answer it now, but just think about this question. What movie has given you a love language? It doesn't matter what it is, though, but think about that. Some movie you have seen, right? Some movie you have seen has given you a love language. Now, let's talk about love languages because they say there are 5 love languages, right? One is affirmation, one is quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts. Right? 5 love languages. So think about that, though. You ain't got to answer it now, but think about what movie has given you your love language. Now, I'm going to answer the shit now because I got one for you. Because I can give you a variety of movies that has given me a love language, right? The first one, receiving gifts. How to be a player.
Stupid.
Of course.
How to be a player. Receiving gifts.
That's a typical man.
That you say, you would say that though. How to be a player, receiving gifts. He had a variety of women doing things for him.
He did. Each one of them was different.
See, that's easy for me. You see that? Easy. Now, I'm not saying that's my love language, but I'm saying that movie gives me that love language stuff. So let's talk about relationships, though. So,
thank you.
I'm just saying. So,
might have to go watch that movie tonight.
I'm telling you, it's a classic.
And then after that, watch Then Love. A Love Between.
I ain't watching that.
Why not?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that movie gives you love language
too.
affirmation.
Yes,
It does.
it does.
I know, but I'm not watching that.
Why? But why?
Why?
You ain't watching that?
Why?
Because I'm not.
Oh,
I'm good.
Oh.
That was a good movie.
It
was.
Okay.
It was funny too.
All right.
So
So
I jump out of that bathtub real quick.
let's, it's funny you say that because, see, okay, so go back. Cindy, are you married?
Divorced, but in a long-term relationship.
So Cindy's divorced in a long-term relationship. For y'all who don't know, Friday is my significant other. Now you can look at that in a variety of ways. Married, yes. Significant other, yes. I didn't say better half. I used to say that. until I'm doing all the laundry. It's not my better half.
I'm your better half. I take care of your kids all day, every day.
She take care of the kids partially. That's not a better half. That's a partial half. See that? In a relationship, that's a partial half. She can't be the better half. She's a partial half.
Friday be cooking. I'll be on the phone for her.
Okay.
Friday be cooking what? What does she cook? You tell me one meal she cooking, I'll take it back.
all the time, Cindy, don't I?
You tell me one meal she cooking, I'll take it back.
But you know what though, Nate? You know what though?
Hey, she straight switch.
Them 3 kids, I mean, there be times I gotta get off the phone because I can't handle it. So
Right.
I gotta give kudos and all props to
I
Friday.
give her props. She's a great mom. She really is a great mother. She created the monsters, by the way. She has created the monsters. So you gotta take care of what you create, hands down, right? Paul, what's your situation in your relationship status?
I'm single.
He is single.
Fully single.
Yes.
Yes. Amen.
With
Amen.
reservations.
Amen. He is not taking applications. My brother is currently enjoying life.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
He's single with reservations. There's a lot of reservations with that, guys. But so like thinking about relationships here, right? Like what motivates you to be in a long-term relationship? Not marriage, just long-term. We had this conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had this conversation on our trip, matter of fact, hangover type of situation in Vegas, by the way. Mr. Chow did not beat us with a crowbar.
I sure was going to say that. You ain't up in the desert naked.
We didn't.
Somebody should about
but
naked.
it's crazy you say that. We thought about going to the desert, getting on the ATVs and
on the
four-wheelers.
ATVs.
We changed our mind. But what makes you want to be in a long-term relationship? What is it? What drives that? What penetrates that? Anybody? Cindy, come on now.
You know what? Companionship. And it feels good to build something with someone else. And to
build as in what?
Is what you say?
Build as in what?
Memories.
Memories, exactly.
Yeah, memories.
Someone, our goals, sharing our goals together. Mm-hmm. Me listening, his goals may not be what my goals are, but coming together and seeing how both of our individual goals work as one, that's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Yeah, basically building the empire together.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Would you be mad if your vision and your goals didn't build an empire, but only built a sandcastle?
You know what?
It's building something together.
Exactly. You know what? I don't have to have the big mansion, as long as I'm happy. I'm a very simple woman. I'm definitely a giver. And that's something in a relationship that I have to be aware of how much.
Plenty of times I done pulled her card and was like, stop.
Well, come on now. Come on, Red. Won't you answer the question, Red? Yeah. What drives and motivates you to want to be in a long-term relationship?
Drives.
Now, I knew you back in high school.
And what that means.
So let's go back.
A little history about me.
Relationships was not your thing.
Relationship was not.
You were the gooch. Patty was truly the gooch. She was the big kid in school beating up the boys, putting them in the lockers. So with that being said,
to the public.
Friday also was that person, how to be a player. Receiving gifts.
Yeah.
Love language.
I will
right?
say that.
So with that being said, though, what drives you now or later down the line when you got into college, past college and into life?
Stability.
What drove yours?
Stability.
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 Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Maturity. You had to mature in life.
Okay.
I enjoyed my 20s, enjoyed my 30s. Yes.
You got that stern look on your face.
Yeah, you gonna get it when you get home, bro.
Shit.
Hey, I come get my nieces and nephew.
Hey, it's okay. They'd be great. Never know. Uncle Puck.
Right.
So what about you, Paul? What drives it, man? What keeps you, what penetrates that for you?
Man, me, I think just growing up, man, looking at my mother being by herself and telling myself I don't want, when I do have kids, I don't want my kids to grow up in a single family home. I want to be there for my kids. So I guess, like Sis said, the stability, the companionship, and just lifetime memories. That's all I want. I don't need nothing else.
And by the way, he called you suspect. He said sus.
I
He
said
said
sis.
sis.
He didn't say
Correction.
sis. He said sus.
He said,
So it's kind of suspect.
We
don't.
we are. You been a hater right now.
You know I gotta play devil's advocate, man. That's what's up. So that's stability. Okay. Next question for y'all. Here's the next question.
We got a question for you, sir.
Oh, please answer away. I'm open book.
So, what about you? You answer your own question.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yes. You're not just handing out questions, boo.
What drove me? Well, I'll be honest. I was the first person never thought I'd be married. Why? Because I like the variation. I love that variation of different women that bring different things to the table. I will agree. It's nice to be with somebody you can build a foundation with. It's nice to be with somebody with some loyalty. It's nice to be with somebody that sees your vision, sees your goal, and motivates you. For me, that's the building block for me.
Okay.
But I will say, I'll go back and say it again. Back in the day, it was about the variation.
Scratching that neck.
I was itching right here. No, and if well, go back. If I had a feather, I'd be rubbing it, right? No. Different women brought different things for me. So at that time, it wasn't about a stability thing. It was about what I can get, receiving gifts.
So do you think that's just being young?
It is. It's a lot of youngins in it though. It's the same thing with infidelity.
Right.
Young things pop up. And shit, regardless of what it is, whatever you're trying to find at that moment. Oh, which brings me to the next thing. What causes infidelity? Because, and I asked this question because a friend was at the house last night. A friend was at the house last night, and we had a friend over about 3 weeks ago. And I've had conversations with my friends, and I always, you know me, I be
Right.
asking these questions, man, right? And one of the questions I asked one of my partners before, and he stated, it's what he's missing from his marriage. She was a problem. She created that. Do you think
That's what was said.
with infidelity, women help create infidelity?
Well, you can't just say women. You have to say people in general, because we can also say men created the infidelity.
Exactly.
Oh, facts, straight facts.
So you can't just
I'm speaking from a man's perspective, though, right?
Okay.
From a man's perspective, if a man states in his infidelity, so let me go back and say that again. A man states in his infidelity that a woman helped create it. Is that true? Is it a possibility?
Now, are you referring to the wife or the other woman on the outside?
Oh, the wife. The wife.
Nope, I do not agree
I
with
don't
that.
agree with that.
Because that wife did not. She did. That's you.
She don't know what's missing. There's no type of communication
Exactly.
going on.
Exactly. You need to, if you are feeling that you are missing something from your marriage, you need to communicate that to your wife so that she's aware. If she's not aware, she's not a mind reader.
Well, what if it is communicated?
Boom. I was waiting on my boy to hit me with it.
What if it is communicated it's you iterate it over and over again, but things ain't changing. It's still the same.
But is it communicated in an indirect way, or is it communicated directly as in, hey, this is what I'm missing. I'm missing you kissing me in the morning. If you don't kiss me, somebody else will.
Now, when you say that,
I'm just saying.
when you say that, if you don't kiss me, somebody else will. Me, as a man,
It's like you're not redundant.
no, I'm just saying, me as a man, you tell me that means you're already looking for another man to kiss you, or you thinking about another man to kiss you. Because that shouldn't even be your statement if you don't kiss me, I know somebody or another man that will. Why would you say that to your husband?
a woman normally would say that to get under your skin, and that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what she's thinking.
Bullshit.
Unless
Bullshit.
she done
Man.
said it more than once.
Well,
She's
look,
already,
I
she's
will
already
say
to
that.
me, she's already out kissing somebody else.
Well, look, that's not
Either that, she's out there like this.
me personally. Me
You know what
personally,
that mean, don't you?
that's
Cindy?
not going to get up under my skin. Me,
But let me tell
as my demeanor, I'm just going to be like, okay, cool, go right ahead.
but as a smart woman now, a smart woman that is out there doing doing stuff that she shouldn't be doing, she ain't gonna make that comment. Because if she knows her man, she knows her man is gonna have those thoughts in his head.
All right.
I'm not gonna say if I'm out here doing something I have no business doing, I'm not gonna give my man reason to believe that I'm out here messing around. So that's why I said she says that to get under your skin. Or she just tired of you. She just really don't care. When it do get to that point, I just really don't care what I say to you. Now you done lost respect from that woman now.
Oh.
And communication. And another thing is that if you guys keep bumping heads communicating, I am a strong believer in therapy. Because in therapy, you will learn how to communicate with each other.
Yes.
You may communicate with someone with what your love language is, but you have to learn how to communicate with your wife or your husband with what their love language is.
That's true. Good job.
I'll give you some kudos on that. I'll give you a few.
You have everybody quiet, like, okay.
One, normally they give you two. I'm gonna give you one snap.
Okay, I'll take that one.
One snap on that. I'm gonna tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that to some extent, but I will also say most adults don't want to hear the truth.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
And I wanted to say adult because old Red over it was looking at me like he get motherfucker getting ready to say women. No, most adults don't want to hear the truth. Right? That's generalized. Regardless of what the gender is, most adults don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear that I'm missing that kiss because they feel attacked, right?
Maybe it's the way that it's delivered for
Bullshit.
people to feel like they're attacked.
Bullshit. Did that feel attacking?
No,
It should have because I attacked you. It's just that simple. That was an attacking method right there. Bullshit.
that was not an attacking.
Well, then I didn't say it aggressive enough because I was attacking Red.
Oh, you were.
That was bullshit. Let me say it again. Stern.
That is not aggressive. Aggressive
okay.
enough for me.
Damn it to hell! I didn't do what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
But
So you can't offend a G. I'm an OG, so
you are an old G.
Yeah.
You didn't catch that.
I did because you said old.
Okay. All right.
But I look good to be 44.
Indeed.
Yes.
I'm no debates there. 2 snaps. So let's go back to that question though I asked y'all early on in the show.
Mm-hmm.
What movie describes a love language for you? I'll give you the 5 love languages again. Words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts. Oh man, physical touch. Playboy.
Well, I'm not a movie guru. I don't sit down and watch movies to memorize them to put them to my life.
Okay.
So
I'm there with you too, Friday. I will say when it comes to a movie that will describe my love language is any movie that probably has a lot of sex in it, physical touch.
Jesus loves
That's my love language. I love physical touch. And it doesn't always have to be the actual act of sex, but the touching, the caressing, all of that. And I think of Love Jones because Lorenz Tate, because I'm words of affirmation too. Just the way how he talked to Nia, just the way how he touched her and how sensual they danced together. It's those little things that just, I have to say Love Jones. It was that was
I like
grown
that.
folk. That was a grown folk movie.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
bring that one up.
For physical touch.
Affirmation too.
I'm
Okay.
more of a gift person.
Okay.
I'm more of a show me person. You got to show me.
Gift as in giving or receiving? Because the love language is receiving gifts.
Yeah, I love to receive gifts.
Facts. Straight facts.
I'm a get. I love to receive things, and that's me all day.
So
I'm a show me person. I am. You have to show me everything.
Bring on the gifts, Nate.
Mm.
Bring them on.
and I
Because
don't even wanna talk
when
about
you
it.
go left, believe me, I see it. When you go right, I see that too.
Let me tell you something. You said bring on the gifts.
Here we go,
The
Cindy.
guy just in here just said that taking gum from
he
her
knew. He knew. And
could
that's
be
an
a
old
sign
man.
in other cultures or anything
That was an older
of an
man.
engagement. Like I
Yes.
told him, if you can have it, if you want to take everything that come with it, you can't have it partially.
He
Take it
read
all.
me. He basically knew. It was like he knew me.
He knew
Promise
you
Yes.
until he get to know you. He'll be calling me like, "Come back."
No,
and
he
get
won't.
This shit.
No, he won't. He'll be like, "Oh, thank you." He'll be like, "You can have." He gonna tell you you can have your kids.
So I'll keep my babies. I don't mind keeping my babies.
Those are my boo boos.
So what about quality time? What about quality time?
Mm.
When you think about quality time, what does that mean? Is it actually the act of spending time? Do you consider FaceTime quality time, texting quality time? What's considered quality time?
Quality time is in person. Quality time is you taking the initiative to plan a date. You taking initiative, plan a vacation, or it don't even have to be none of that. It could be we gonna sit in the house today.
All that stuff was about spending money. Did you notice that?
Bang,
Of
bang.
course. Hey,
That
that's
was about
Friday.
spending money.
Wait a minute, wait. You didn't let me finish.
Chitty, chitty,
I
bang,
said,
bang.
or spending time, just watching a movie at home, just quality time. FaceTime, that's for them kids. That's for them young people. Texting, that's for the young people or people that just don't know how to communicate.
Right. I really have realized that I don't like talking on the phone with
No.
my man. I want to be in person. And honestly, we don't really, because of our work schedules, we both work 2 jobs. We don't have that much time really to actually go out and do things like that. So we enjoy our evenings watching movies, watching seasons, series, on Netflix, Hulu.
Have your own little snack bar,
Do 40-year-olds sext?
What?
Do 40-year-olds sext? Sexting, texting,
I'm like, what?
It depends on the person now.
Sext.
Yeah, they do.
40-year-olds
Oh
do?
yeah.
Paul is
Texting
speaking from
Paul.
experience.
Right.
Can you see his face?
I'm just saying they do. I just think mostly everybody do.
Have you sent some female a nipple shot?
Hey, boy, that's my personal business. Hey,
He get the little personal, huh?
boy. Yeah.
That is too
He done crossed
funny.
the line.
That is, I'm just asking, you said it like with experience, like, yeah, they do.
Hey,
You
they
know,
do.
face.
Hey,
So had,
I mean, you may be 40, boy, but you ain't old, man. You ain't you still living.
that's true. Okay. Fetishes. Let's talk about fetishes. Everybody has them. Honestly, I have a hand fetish. I
Yes, you
truly do. I have a hand fetish
You have a foot fetish too.
to an extent. But the hand fetish, your hand has got to be on point. You got to have your nails done. Them bitches better be oiled up like you like your lips, right? Make them shine. I don't want to see no ash. Don't worry about my ash on my hands. Worry about the ash on your hands, right? So what about fetishes?
I don't have a fetish.
I was gonna say I don't have a fetish. I think I don't.
Now, my boyfriend does. He loves smooth shaved legs.
Okay.
I mean, they have to, and you know what? And I give that to him. I shave my legs every single day. You ain't gonna feel a hit.
She said every single day.
Every day.
I'm right in that bathroom.
See.
Okay.
You
Well,
know.
what about you, man? You got a
Hey,
fetish?
bro.
I'm sorry, Paul.
Thank you, sir. Man, I don't think about it, man. I don't think I really have one. I really don't. It is what it is.
Okay. Okay.
Accept them for who they are, what they got.
So Nate,
No, I take that back. No, I take that back. I think I look like if you got on women got on sandals or something, I do look at their feet.
Okay.
Make sure they feet done. Cause I don't like feet for real. I don't want no crusty ass toes.
That's understandable.
I'm saying.
Of course, we both have shoe fetishes, right? We big sneakerheads. So
Sneakerhead.
I'm always looking at people's feet. Right.
Oh, that's
Hey,
crazy.
but women look at men's shoes too.
All the time.
I was told that,
All the
women
time.
look at men's shoes to see how they carry themselves.
Yes.
Facts.
If you got on
Okay.
some beat up,
I guess-
dusty, dirty shoes, keep it moving with your
Yeah.
dusty, dirty shoes.
I appreciate my sister giving me that information when I was younger.
Okay. Cindy, you was gonna ask me something. What you got?
would you tell Friday if she needed her nails done?
Oh, girl, yes.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
yes.
I do. I showing up front
Yes.
door. I don't
Okay.
waste no time.
At all.
Okay.
I look at them and say, when you going? When you going to get that done?
How much money you need?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay,
let's get that
good,
together.
good.
Yeah, he will.
I
Sometimes I get offended and I get an attitude.
I asked her the other day. When's your next appointment? Because that should be a consistent thing.
He do.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Jesus.
He do.
Communication, good.
Let me tell you why. Friday gonna be mad about this. We first started kicking it. Not dating, just kicking it. We were in a store called Myers in Louisville, Kentucky. And she picked something off the shelf and one of them bitches popped off.
She had a knee press on toenails?
No.
They were
A
her
friend
nails.
of mine, she will remain nameless.
But it happened twice.
And I like supporting my friends that own their own business, small businesses. And I've been doing that for
She
years.
picked up a juice
And
Hey,
I love that girl. I do.
Yeah.
Because if I call her today, she gonna ride for me. But she did do my nails, and it was like every day a nail will pop off. So,
Didn't have to do much. I mean, she did this. Girl. Boop.
but I went back to her like a couple times just to support her.
Nothing wrong with that. Though.
No, it's not. That's just the type
She
of
might
person
get
I am.
better each time.
Yeah, because now she does her own.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord.
They still popping off?
No. I don't see it.
Oh.
I was just asking. I mean,
Whew.
Let's get to the next
Okay,
topic.
Paula.
Sex. One of the biggest topics when it relates to relationships. What do women consider being good sex?
Depends on which woman. Who are you speaking with when
Right.
you ask that question?
What is good sex to you?
and I don't know if I want to hear this.
Right. I don't think I want to discuss that on the air.
I ain't ask you to say when you penetrate me. No, that's not what
No,
I'm saying.
it's
But see, everything doesn't see. But see, I think a lot of times though, I think kids get sex.
sex is a lot of different things.
It is mixed
up.
It could be a
It
touch.
really truly is.
Because a lot of people like foreplay
Yeah.
better than actual sex.
Or some
They
people
make
just
it-
like to that whole you touch me, I
Yes.
can look at you in the eye and you
Yeah.
and we know.
Mhm.
See,
Mhm.
So that I
I'm
love. Like
but see, I'm
I
glad that you
should be able
caught
to
that.
look at you.
I'm glad that you caught
And
that
you-
because the
we-
first thing you said was, "Oh, I don't want to talk about that." So you automatically thought about penetration, and it's not always about the penetration. Well, it's about the penetration, but not always about the
It's
penetration.
about that bang, bang.
You know
A lot
what?
of times-
These two.
Right. One thing about sex is, number one is foreplay. Number two is
I heard
actually
Cindy's. I was told Cindy's the guru here.
She
Pay
the
attention.
Oh
Pay
yes.
attention.
This is her subject all
She
day.
Oh,
has
shit.
a subscription to Pornhub.
I don't know
Pay
about that,
attention.
but this is Cindy all day.
number two is actually communicating your needs to each other and not being afraid to tell your partner, I like it this way. I like it that way, or I don't like that much, you know. And number 3 is just being open. You know, you
Wait a minute,
sex
open to what? Because I like
open
the
to
word open. Does that mean the
experience.
booty hole is open?
Open to
We talking to
experience.
Cindy now.
I'm just asking questions.
I know, but we're talking to Cindy. So make sure
Hey.
you ready for what she get ready to
I'm
say.
okay.
You know, I love what you said, Friday, in regards to like eye contact, because I will tell you, my guy is the first one I've ever been with that actually looked me in the eye the whole entire time, and that is sexy as hell.
That's missionary. You looking at each other in the eye. That's
Well,
that's
I
real.
wasn't talking
Missionary.
about why
Does it
you're.
gotta be missionary?
Nah,
It gotta be missionary.
no. I can turn around.
Look back at it then.
Hey.
Look back at it then.
Oh shit!
I love it. I love it.
And you know what? Another thing is being able to have fantasies and be able to express those fantasies with one another. Now, to me, that's sexy. So if me and my man, if I say to him, you know, I don't want to do no threesome or nothing, but even like just picturing your man having sex with someone else and you watching, that doesn't mean that you. Now, I talked to you about this before, Friday. I think
You have.
That's barely
My face.
me.
Now you can see actually my facial expression that I gave you.
But listen, that doesn't necessarily mean that you actually want that to happen in real life. It's a fantasy.
Thanks.
You know, and that's something that could possibly turn you on. I think that it's sexy for you and your partner to watch porn together.
Okay.
You know, it's sex is about
bang.
yeah, being open with each other. And you know, it took some time to even get to the point in my relationship for us to actually say, yeah, I watch porn, or you know, hey, check this one out. It's
I got a
okay.
question
Like
for
that.
you. I got a question for you. So on that, when it relates to sex, what's things that are off limits that should not be off limits?
No, that should not be. Anything that makes your partner uncomfortable. Yep.
So, you know, somebody asked me this before, so I'll ask you. Can you rape? If you're married, is it possible for the wife to rape the husband or the husband to rape the wife?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How? Help me to understand that. How?
Because no means no. And if you're forcing yourself to have sex with someone that doesn't want it, yes, that's considered rape, regardless if you're married or not.
Yep.
Man or female.
Yep.
Can you actually force yourself on your husband or wife?
Yeah.
See, I don't see that being in a marriage.
Nate, are you screaming out for help?
Yes, I am. Thank you for recognizing my brother. Thank you for recognizing that. I'm so glad you understood. Cindy didn't catch it. I was hoping she would. She could have a conversation with her friend.
Hey, that never came up.
No,
That ain't never came up.
that is too funny. That is too funny. What are and we about to wrap this show up in a little bit. This has really been a good conversation, though.
We'll have to continue this.
Yes.
What are things? And I want everybody to go around the room and give you an answer. 2 things, right? What are 2 things you wish you would receive sexually? Doesn't always have to be physical, that you don't receive now.
I will not answer that question.
Does that have to be sexual though? Does it have to be?
It ain't no plead the fifth on this one, Friday. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh, I got your back. No plead the fifth now. Come on.
Peasel, come on, Peasel. What's the 2 things?
How about you go first, Nate?
I don't mind. 2 things I would wish I would get sexually that I don't now. 1, anal. 2, anal.
Oh Lord.
I will buy you a booty. You can't anal all day.
You stupid, bro.
Anal.
You stupid.
Come on, Paul.
Hey,
What
boy.
is it, bro?
Paul over here taking deep breaths and everything.
Hey, because I'm thinking, man, you gonna get it when you get home.
Long ride home,
Yeah, it's a
Paul.
long ride home for you.
He might have to ride with you, Paul.
That's all right. I got my brother. I got it. Nah, man, I don't know. I guess, physical touch. I really ain't. I mean, sex is big, but it's not big to me, so just the companionship. I be at the house ready to chill. We can be cuddling. Shit, I'm good with cuddling.
That's one thing, to be honest, on a serious note. That's one thing that I think I would be able to get more of, but having younger kids, you miss now is that emotional connection. From sun up to sundown, I got somebody jumping off the top of my damn couch. That's just the reality, right?
It's a jungle gym.
True. So I think more than anything is the emotional connection. Because to me, that emotional connection drives a lot of the sexual activity. Mm. So for me, it would definitely be emotional connection, because you missed it again having the smaller kids in the house, right? Secondly, would be just I say intimacy, but not in a physical form. That eye contact shit is real. I want to be able to eye fuck you across the room. Lord Jesus, that kind of brings flames up under your feet, baby. You know what I'm saying? It really, truly does. So those would be my two things. And that's serious. The anal thing is funny to me, though. I tease Friday about it all the time. That's why she looks like that.
Crazy.
But yeah. Come on, Cindy, what you got for me?
Go ahead, Cindy.
More and more sex.
Right. She should have been last, because she might go off in the deep end with what she wants.
Hey, she's like Pops. Bang, bang,
bang.
Right.
Hey, I want, you know what I want? I want those. If I'm in the kitchen cooking, you just slap me on my ass.
Right. It's the physical touch.
Or even, just bend me over, or just, where it's not planned, just out of the blue.
Cindy, you sound like you might got a swing or something.
Do not
all that, huh?
Don't mention toys to this girl.
On her left hand side over there, or something over there. That might just be a entrapment.
Okay, she says like.
As you tell it, that might be a swing from Candy Coated.
Hey, Cindy, they not ready for that part of you.
No, they're not.
They're not ready.
Cindy, you into dominatrix type of stuff?
No.
Okay.
Now I will tell you that is something I don't want no pain. I don't want nobody whooping me and nothing, none of that. No nipple pinching, nothing. No, I no. But I like. You guys should be able to try different things.
Thanks.
Keep it alive, because I think that's what happens a lot in relationships. That part dies. So just like you said, like that emotional, attachment with your partner, once that's gone and then the sex is gone, y'all in trouble, because I feel a connection when I am intimate with my partner. Mm-hmm. That's me. It's funny. I just told him that last week. I said, having sex and being able to just, touch each other, be together, look at each other in the eyes, kissing like passionately, and it just that's a huge connection for me.
Yeah,
I need.
All right. Friday, what you got? Come on, Red. What you got?
Say the best, the last. Y'all know I'm goofy. Y'all know this. I'm all about fun.
Get it in.
So for me, I'm all about, I wouldn't say touch. Well, touch, but you got to touch me in the right areas.
We can't be on the show together ever again.
I know, right? Oh my God.
I knew this would be fun. especially talking about relationships and stuff.
Lord.
Now, Friday, if we was on the phone, you'd be real quick to tell me.
I know, right?
She's trying to be shy.
We'll let you off the gate. Just that one, the touch.
She's
You got to
trying to
touch
be
in the right
shy.
place. That's okay.
Yeah.
Here's the last question I got for you guys, though, before we go, right? Polygamy.
Oh, my goodness.
So the shows be killing me. I've seen the many
That's
shows.
your show, boy.
He watch them all.
I
all
do.
the time.
I really do. What do y'all think about that? What do you think about it? And it could go either way. One man and two wives. I've seen the one wife with two husbands.
So
You know, what do you think about polygamy?
That go back to, as you say, your younger days when you were with them because somebody filled a role. That's basically all it is.
Is that what polygamy is to you?
Yeah.
Sydney, what do you think?
To each his own, because I'm a jealous person and I do not want to share my
I
man.
would cut a bitch.
Now I can see if
You would not.
there was, what's that one called? Not polygamy, but where the two women, all three of them having sex together. What is that one called? Now I can understand and see that. No, not swingers. It starts with a T. Where it's not polygamy, where it's just the women having sex with the man, but the women have sex with each other. They have threesomes with each other. Now I can understand that, but as far as like
being married,
yeah, and having another woman, no, that's not for me.
But that man had like 8 wives or 5 wives or something.
What was that called? Sister Wives or something?
Yeah.
Sister Wives.
Sister Wives.
That's another one that I watched.
That
it's actually
Netflix, ain't it?
Yeah, but there's another one I watched a couple of times where they were actually searching for new wives. So, and the shows, some of them are kind of interesting. A lot of it's kind of cultural. Some is their religious beliefs, you know.
Right.
But I was always wondering what other people thought about that.
What's your thought? I don't share nothing.
Right, you cannot, as a woman, you cannot be a jealous person.
Nah, I'm telling you.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I would literally cut a bitch.
Really?
I don't need that.
Literally.
Because at some point, one woman is going to get upset if they feel as though the man is spending more time with the other. Or
you did this with her, but you didn't do it with me.
Exactly.
I don't got time for that. I did it in my 20s.
Anyone that's listening to this show, please understand we are not ragging. This is not a negative connotation on anyone who has a polyamorous relationship.
Oh, no.
That's clear.
Oh, no.
We're just talking about thoughts and conception. That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, I give it to people that are actually able to do it now.
Yeah.
Kudos.
Because they make wonderful families. They have a bunch of kids, the whole nine. It's a village, literally.
I ain't doing no villages. Well, I appreciate you guys joining the Deep Rooted Ventilation Podcast today. This has been a really, really good show. I'm really excited and happy to have Red and Cindy on the show, and I cannot wait to see what their next Takeover show will be as they think about pondering about having their own spinoff podcast.
Yes.
I think they're going to do great things together. They have great chemistry. And as me and Paul has learned from our first show in February till now, chemistry is everything, right?
Yes.
So we really wish you guys well. We really appreciate you guys coming on the show. Till next time, good people, we appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
Peace.